So I have a confession to make. This is part 2 of a devotional series, short mini-series on rest. And even though I shared from Mark chapter 6 a day or two ago, there exists a strong temptation, even in my life, to read the Word, to know what we ought to do, but not do it. And that was certainly the case in my life this week. I am feeling particularly exhausted in this season of life. 6 children, responsibilities in multiple spheres of life. And talking with my wife this morning, being 4 or 5 months pregnant, she's feeling exhausted. She's feeling low on energy, which makes it hard to keep up with housework and lessons and administrative things in life. And as I had mentioned before, just going to work and having a 16, 17-hour day with the commute and 12, 13 hours for the shift and being on your feet all day. So it seems as if in this season of life, the pace is so quick. And it's incredibly easy to get exhausted within a matter of days even. So I found that Mark chapter 6 was an encouragement to me in relating to the disciples and the ministry of Jesus and the crowds of people that were always pressing in, and the needs were always there. And Jesus recognized that in order to continue long term, there was a necessity to get away in short-term increments to pursue rest and refreshment. However, I shared that devotional and the Lord spoke to me through it, but I did not take proactive steps to put it into practice. So what the Lord did in His kindness was increase the pressure to convince me that, okay, no, you do have a lot of stuff to do, but this is the most important thing you need to do, and I want you to do it now. So through a series of events, things got worse in the next 24 hours, and the Lord subtly but very firmly convinced me that I need to spend time with Him. Absolute necessity. Now, you would think that we'd be able to do that as human beings when things are going well, but we don't. Things have just got to tank and go terrible and go horrible before we recognize our need for Jesus. So the other day, Kristen went on a half-a-day trip with the kids outside the house. So I had the house all to myself. And before I even went out to the office and looked at my to-do list, by the grace of God, He allowed me to just separate with Him for a few hours of reading the Word and prayer time, reflection. Now, there's a big difference between reading about Jesus in the Word for the sake of learning information and spending time with Him in conversation, relationship. And if you remember from Mark chapter 6, Jesus said, and even Matthew chapter 11, verse 28, come to me. He says, come be with me. He's talking about relationship. So during that time, just the other morning, I was able to read quite a bit in the Word. And then I took time just with a blank piece of paper in my journal to ask the Lord some questions. Now, I'm just being honest. Your questions might be different, but Lord, why am I so angry about, or why am I so frustrated? Lord, why am I unhappy? Lord, why is this particular situation happening? Why am I feeling weary, tired, exhausted? Why do I feel like a failure? So these are some of the very intimate questions that I asked the Lord after spending time in His Word, and it's been amazing. that over the years, the Lord has cultivated this ability to really speak clearly to me. Usually he answers my question with a question and lets me figure this out. But eventually, eventually the answer does come, and I was able to write down some questions and then journal as we would have this conversation back and forth. And I don't know how to describe this to you, but the thoughts just come to mind, the questions just come to mind, and I write them down so I have a permanent log of our interaction back and forth. And the Lord just showed me some of the areas in my life that are still weak, and some of the source issues behind the scene in my own heart or my own mind that are the cause of the imbalance that I experience in life. Could be emotional, could be a physical imbalance, just overall, And just the necessity. I mean, the Lord puts this on my heart over and over again, the necessity of spending regular, quality, like deep time with Him. Not just reading the Word, not studying the Word. Reading, studying, yes, but then taking time quietly to really seek Him in prayer, not forcing that for 5 minutes, not me doing all the talking and just praying for this person, this person, this person, this person, this person, or this situation, but really taking time to listen, pray a little bit, quiet, pray a little bit, quiet, journal a little bit, pray a little bit, listen a little bit, and that was absolutely necessary. So here's what I want to read for you. This was yesterday's daily reading from Psalm 42. It's amazing when you read a little bit from the Old Testament, New Testament, Psalms, and Proverbs, and you do that consistently on a daily basis, God always has the ability to speak to us. This is Psalm 42, verses 1 and 2. As the deer pants for streams of water, so my soul pants for you, my God. My soul thirsts for God, for the living God. When can I go and meet with God? Now, this is not David. It says it's written by the sons of Korah. But I love this visual of, we look at our chickens, we look at the dog panting for water on a hot 90-degree day. And he says, my soul pants, my soul longs, my soul desires to pursue you. It thirsts for God. Recognize that only God can truly satisfy. Where can I go? When can I go and meet with the one that will satisfy my soul, the one that can give me rest and refreshment? So as I share that was such an encouragement to me, and I want that heart, and I pray that would be your heart as well. And I'm stuck at the same place of application that I was last week. And that simply is a prayer that the Lord would lay it on my heart I'm thinking tomorrow morning for me. I want to wake up early. I want to get to bed early. I want to wake up early. And before the kids get up, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, possibly 7:30 if they sleep in. That's a good 3 hours. I want to spend time in the Word. I want to make it a point right now. I'm going to get my journal out. I'm going to take that in with my Bible into the house, and I'm going to get all prepared. I'm going to make a plan tonight. I want to go to bed early so I can wake up, spend those hours. I'm not going to take any work inside. I want to spend time with Jesus first in prayer, then the work, then the ministry side of things will come after that. What is your plan? What is your schedule to get away with God and to spend significant time with Him in conversation, in relationship with Him? May the Lord place it on your heart to thirst, to pursue, to hunger after Jesus and Jesus alone as your greatest treasure, as the only thing you need. Not house, not vacation, not wealth, not food, not prosperity, nothing that this world has to offer, but just Jesus and Jesus alone, enjoying Him both now and forevermore. God bless you. Look forward to seeing you and sharing with you again.